Good morning. Dear diary. I don't know what week it is. Probably 36 or something. I usually write that down. I failed to this time. But just rest assured that it's Friday, the week after whatever the previous one was. Started off with gratitude. Last video, I asked what the good albums were from the OOs, and Ash the Artiste, he sent me a long list of good albums from the OOs, and that is great because I wasn't finding very much in the hit list, you know what I mean? And so now I've got like a legitimate selection of albums to listen to give me some perspective on a decade that I wasn't paying very much attention to anything in the pop charts. A really big list of albums too. It's going to take me a minute to get through all that. I've been thinking a lot about the top of the guitar. And, a pretty big difference can be had if you get off the top of that guitar. And so I have been changing my left wrist position and changing my right wrist position to get my wrist and to get my forearm from muting the top of that guitar. And that's going to take a little bit of time to get used to, but the payoff is going to be a lot of volume. And if I'm going to be playing with a pick, then I might as well be focusing on volume because that's what the pick's for, right? So I think for a lot of years I've been muting the top of that machine, kind of intentionally because I play the blues. But I think that I gotta lay off it now. The judges can hear that shit. You know what I mean? Like they've heard a lot of muted guitar tops. So maybe I need to think about that. My left thumb. I have been sliding my left thumb back, avoiding that mechanics grip that I always used. And that has got me a little bit concentrating on situations where I can remove the thumb altogether. Like, there are a lot of positions that you don't really need your left thumb to play. And so I've been concentrating on how I can take a little bit of a break with my left thumb when I come across a chord or position that I simply don't physically need my left thumb for. Moving the guitar neck is definitely the way, because I switch between my left thumb style and a standard bar chord style so much. I have to have a position that can accommodate both of those. And so I need to start concentrating on moving the neck of the guitar in a predictive manner to get me where I need to be. I've got 50 bars of Maple Leaf, and I've pretty much got the wheres and whens. If I go through one more time with the sheet music, I will have those 50 bars fleshed out in my mind. There's only a couple of questionable places right now. And so there are like maybe 2 or 3 spots where I'm not exactly sure what the bass line does right there, but it sure sounds like what I'm doing. Anyway, so, you know, one more time through, and I'm going to have the first 50 bars of Maple Leaf pretty well under my fingers. And that's bucket list stuff, super cool, awesome. But now I have to start learning it like legitimately, correctly, you know. Move your right fingers, move your left hand, apply pressure with your left hand, make noise, do it again. And so I have to start practicing the chords that are troubling me and the positional changes specifically, because that's where I'm catching a lot of the tension, sliding up to 7, and then my ring and middle are in the middle of the fretboard, and then my pinky is reaching for 12 or 13 or something, and like just making that grab is where I feel tension. And so I need to practice moving up to there painfully slowly, putting my fingerprints on those strings where they need to be, and cleaning that up. I think after I clean that up, I'll feel pretty good about Maple Leaf. That's exciting. But man, Maple Leaf is still going to be a bear from here. Even though I have the first 50 bars, it's still going to be tough from here. Sitting position, I've been sitting, practicing a little bit. I think I need to, I practice standing up so much, I don't even feel like I can play sitting down. And I need to sit down and practice sometimes. Just so it's comfortable, you know? It's uncomfortable for me right now. I might not move, or moving is on an unknowable timeline right now. So that's both reassuring, but it's good to think about it, because, you know, things are definitely going to happen soon, but soon-ish, you know, ain't that the way? All right, you have a really good day.